Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, my water family? I hope you're well. I've got some oracles here. We're going to take a look at the feels for the week ahead, and then we're going to throw some tarot on it, get some details, find out what's going on here. Pisces, welcome here. If you've never been here before, thanks for stopping in here. I hope you will join this big, beautiful Pisces tribe we're growing here. And if you are somebody who keeps coming back here, thanks for being part of the tribe. I appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up if that's what you're going to do. You keep growing this tribe that way. Thank you for doing that. And let's find out what's going on for you, Pisces. I always read for the week ahead if you've never been here before. And so whenever you get this, today, tomorrow, next year, it could resonate for the week ahead for you. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about how to get a private read and also about an extension if you're interested in that. Let's find out what's going on for my Pisces tribe. My two fishes, friends, tell me about Pisces. What's coming up in the week ahead, please? We've got a desert passage. There is a divine plan, Pisces. Bottom of the deck, we have finding sanctuary. That's really beautiful. Those two together kind of really just sort of say a statement, right? That although it's been a narrow passage or a hard passage, or maybe, you know, walking around the desert is hard, trying to find your way, trying to keep yourself together and satiated and all of that. Trust there's a divine plan. I feel like you are about to exit a really hard cycle. It feels like you're at the precipice, or maybe some of you have already stepped out of the hard cycle and you're now in this place of finding sanctuary. So opening to your source spiritually. Opening to your spiritual source is what it says. It feels like you're finally above the clouds, I want to say. You're starting to see things from the higher point. Seeing why things happen the way they did. I promise you, whatever stage of life you're in right now, as you get to the older stages of your life, as you hit your 50s and your 60s, you start to look back there, and you start to look back there with this energy of, okay, well, I see why those things happened the way that they did. There's a tiny bit more understanding, not always. Some people do go in through their whole life in bitterness, just being angry. But for the most part, if you are somebody who's really looking for answers and you choose to find them, you'll start to see that you know now why things happen the way they did. You start to open to your spiritual source. So it feels like somebody here is trusting that there is a divine plan, which means that you are about to step out of a hardship here. You're on the precipice of something that's really changing here, Pisces. Let's find out what's going on here. Oh, I love that. Pisces, look. You've got metamorphosis. That's the transformation. You've made it out of the transformation. You're now the butterfly. Went to a butterfly sanctuary. We do have one in our city here. And, they tell us all about the butterflies and how, the end of the life is the most beautiful part. And I would agree, because I'm 57. And although the first part of my life was a bit of a hellscape, not a bit of a hellscape, it really was a hellscape. Now I'm in the butterfly stage, and the shortest part of our life is the butterfly stage. The butterflies, they spend a lot of time as caterpillars, and then in the cocoon, and then when they come out of the cocoon as the butterfly, I think they only have 2 or 3 weeks to live after that. I mean, it's longer for us, of course, but the metamorphosis is really beautiful coming up after this desert passage, because it's card number 22, which is a 4. Guess what's here? Stability and balance. I really love that. I love it, love it. And we have, stability, anchor. I love it. Okay, one more card, and let's get to the tarot, and I've got a new deck to share with you. New deck alert. Let's find out what's going on here for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So this has been a really hard passage. The desert passage is not an easy one, but I think you've made it through. Tell me what else we need to know about Pisces, please. We've got success. Yay. I just want to say yay for you. Yeah, we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So at the end of this, I feel like for some of you, it's self-love. You realize that you are important too. We go through our lives doing things for other people, right? We end up, some of us, not all of us, end up being parents. And even if you're not a parent, you still have parents, right? Some of you still have them today, and so you take care of them, or you take care of work, or you take care of your nieces or your nephews. And look, even though you're not a parent, you're still fathering or mothering someone or something or a situation. So regardless of whether you have children of your own, you still are mothering or fathering someone. We have purpose on the bottom of the deck. I know what I'm here to do. I love this. Well, this just keeps getting better, doesn't it? All right, so you're finding your purpose here, friend. The new deck that I have is Marchetti Tarot. Marchetti Tarot. It's a really beautiful deck. Sarah Marchetti is one of my very favorite creators, and the illustrations on this deck are just like top level. Three of Wands. Like, it's just beautiful, beautiful. Oh, we're going to talk about the future here and how you're getting out of your comfort zone. The bottom of the deck here, that's coming up in the future. Tell me about Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. Tell me about Pisces. All right. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Swords. I love it, under the butterfly, under the metamorphosis here. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You've been working hard. You deserve the success that comes to you, Pisces. You've been putting in the hard work. And look at this. We've got a butterfly here. We've got a butterfly here as well. So you really have the work you've been putting in is now part of the transformation. I feel like this, there's a bee up in the right hand corner as well, down here, and you've put in a lot of hard work into whatever it is that you're about to see the success on here. We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Desert Passage. I feel like you it's been a long and slow passage, I'm going to say. This is Capricorn energy. It feels like it's been, I'm going to say, first of all, it was planned that way. This is the plan, whether we like to say it or not, right? Some people don't like to hear that was the plan, but it was the plan. The Capricorn energy is the CEO of the zodiac, right? Always the planner, forever planning something. And so I feel like it was organized this way. The Four of Pentacles tells me, though, that it really put you in a place of not feeling very vulnerable, not wanting to share, because I feel like you were through the desert passage and you've been like in trust at this point. It's almost like your eyes have been covered and you've been just trusting the universe that this hard cycle is going to come to an end. So I feel like it's giving you this energy of knowing that you're actually building something. Just looking at the card here, we can see the Three Pentacles is under one hand, while the Fourth Pentacle is in the other hand. And so it feels like you've been through a lot of work, you've built the foundation, and now here comes the reward. Here comes the Ace of Pentacles. So let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about Pisces. We've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. I love it. We've got the Two of Wands, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So Pisces, this is it. It feels like finally something's being revealed to you. What's being revealed to you is that you were stuck at the crossroads. You couldn't make a decision about what to do, or it wasn't time to leave the crossroads. Look, things all happen in divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. So I feel like this Two of Wands is telling me that you were at the crossroads trying to make a decision about what to take action on. Where do I take action? I'm not really sure what to do. What should, it's the Two of Wands is Aries energy. So I feel like you really wanted to go get it, but I feel like you first had to decide what you wanted. And so I feel like the process, though, of going through the desert passage has brought you to the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles takes a really long time to build, but it is confidence. It's whatever you've done, whatever you've built on your own has given you confidence and has given you this glow up energy. It feels like possibly maybe you're building a business, or it's something you've done alone. And I think what you've done alone is you've gone through the desert passage. You've gone through the worst times, or the hardships, I would say, of building something. It could be a reputation, could be your confidence. Could be that you've taken really good care of your health. Pentacles are also about that. Maybe your energy levels are better. Maybe you've changed your whole look. Maybe you've colored your hair, or maybe you wear different clothes. Maybe you've transformed your body through taking care of it through health. It feels like there is something that you've been building here, and it went from the Four to the Nine of Pentacles. Feels like there has been a lot of growth here. Oh yeah, a lot of lack, because between the 4 and the 9 is 5. Yeah, I'm always doing the little bit of math, right? And so, yeah, it feels like this was a time where you felt like you were just left out. And I feel like you started working on something, working on yourself, working on a business, working on your reputation, working on your confidence, whatever it was. It feels like there's something here that you've accomplished. It's like this one pentacle here adds to the 9. He's holding this one pentacle up like this is, now comes your reward. So we have the 10 of Wands. Nice. 10 of Wands is here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the 9 of Swords. So look, when the butterfly is in the cocoon, it's no fun, it's no party, right? The body's melting, everything's changing. It's a complete metamorphosis. It's different than it ever was, and it's completely changing. Like the whole DNA is changing, right? So the 10 of Wands is here. I feel like with the Ace of Swords here, you're finally coming to this place of clarity as to why things needed to happen the way that they did. It feels like this Ace of Pentacles, which is in the hand of this guy here, right? This Ace of Pentacles, is it the Ace? Yeah, it is, which is in the hand. I was saying this is the reward. And so the Ace of Pentacles shows up here midweek, and I feel like the 9 of Swords, you feel like you can breathe a little bit. You no longer have to worry because the Ace of Swords is here. And so that's 10. You can now release it. Look at that. Somebody peeking through, a little bit scared, right? So I feel like you're like, can I look yet? Is it safe to come out? I think it is, because I feel like your metamorphosis in the week ahead is, I feel like you're heading into this place where you realize that the changes have already taken place. And I feel that the way you're going to notice it is that life is going to become more abundant. You are going to be making investments in yourself, but I feel like the investment is, now I'm just going to drop things here. The 10 Wands, right? The 10 Wands is something has had a lot of pressure. I feel like you've had a lot of financial pressure. Maybe there's been less energy than usual. Maybe you felt like you were in burnout stage. Maybe I feel like it feels like maybe you've been laying down, being by yourself, I'm going to say, taking care of your health. And so it feels like your energy level, you're getting a clearer mind. Feels like the seasons are changing, tides are changing. It feels like you're releasing some of the hardships that you've been carrying around. And I feel like your abundance here is what your reward is. Tell me, it feels like it was a lot of hard work, whatever it is. Look, the hard times are over, sweetheart. That's what it feels like. Oh, yeah, it's off your shoulders, I think. You're going to feel that next week. All right, so the 7 of Pentacles, success in the hard work. I know that there is no greater goal than to love the self, love somebody else, whatever it is. We've got the 6 of Wands, feeling really successful. Feeling now that you're out of the dark time, because the 6 of Wands is about coming back from the war, or coming back from the fight, coming back from a really dark or hard cycle. And now you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. All the work you've been putting in, the transformation is here. And now you start to see that the bees are arriving, right? And the bees are... it feels like you've done all the growing, and now the bees are here to pollinate, is what it feels like. You know, they help us, right? They help us grow the food. So the 6 of Wands is here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Nice. And the Page of Swords. Good. 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So look, I feel like your ability to stay open-minded in a situation that I feel was terrifying. It feels like it was really scary or a hardship. You worried a lot. You're feeling burnt out, feeling like there was so many financial pressures or pressures to create something new, and you didn't know how to do that. I do feel that you know how to do that now, and that you are building a sustainable way of life for you. So whether that's financial or your health or whatever it is, you're now in this place where you have transformed, and you're now building the sustainable way of life. So it feels like, and you know, bees help us do that as well. So I feel like this success and that you are getting is going to be financial. I feel for some of you, it's either in the job or a raise or a promotion or a new job, but something here is raising your potential for more money. And look, it could be that you win something or something like that. I'm not saying you're going to win, but I'm going to say that we go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles by the end of the week. So, I mean, it couldn't hurt to spend $1 on a ticket. You know what I mean? We've got the Page of Swords here. Keep an open mind, because success is a big word and it covers a lot of things. And, you know, to some people, being a great parent is successful. People who choose not to have kids, then their career becomes their success, or whatever they decide to learn, right? Because knowledge is could be the successful thing. So it feels like somebody here maybe went back to school to learn how to manage themselves financially, or it's going to help you make more money, or maybe you are deciding to go back to school, but it feels like it's going to bring you into the Queen of Pentacles energy, which is solid and grounded. And the Queen of Pentacles isn't only about money. The Queen of Pentacles will multiply anything that is given to him or her, right? Feminine or masculine. And so I feel like you are about to multiply in success. And it's because you've kept your mind open as you were going through some type of hardship. But I feel like you're out of that hard cycle. You're now looking at things from the top down and seeing why it worked out the way it did. Stability. Oh, look at this. Look, I'm just going to say, I'm not telling you to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on tickets, but look, we've got lightning and stability. I'm just saying. We've got the tower that drops, and the stability is available. So it feels like there is some sort of stability that is showing up here that'll be quite surprising. Maybe a big shift into some sort of stability, or maybe you feeling more stable because you're the Queen of Wands, whether that is mentally, physically, financially, or whatever it is. I think you're finding your purpose. I feel like you're finding your purpose and possibly going back to school, or keeping your mind open to what success means to you, whether that is romantic love or whatever it is. So I'm going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk about these 3 cards. This is the advice from the universe. We're going to clarify all of this because we've got a lot to talk about. What were you scared of? What are you releasing? It feels like you've gone through come from some sort of hard cycle. It feels like for some of you, there's going to be a windfall, or maybe your windfall is knowledge of knowing why things happen the way they did. And really, when you know that, it brings you peace, right? So let's find out what is going on here. Let's throw down some cards for the extended. We've got the World card. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that card. Yeah, it's a really beautiful deck. So we've got the World card. We've got the Knight of Cups. And we've got the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Oh, very interesting. Look, for some of you, there could be romance in the cards here. There could be romance in the future. You've completed the cycle, my friend. I was just saying that as we're coming out of this hard cycle. It feels like you have completed the hardest chapter of your life. And from here going forward, I think it's kind of smooth sailing. We've got the Knight of Cups here, and we have the 8 of Swords. I feel like closing this chapter has released you, and possibly now it's time for you to find romance. Possibly it's opened you up for something that might be romantic. We'll talk about that. We'll clarify it and see what that's about. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 Pentacles, y'all. 10 Pentacles. Something is shifting in your life big time, Pisces, is what it looks like. Whether it's energy, money, love, your transformation is complete. The World card is here. This is something that will be, as I was saying earlier, sustainable for the rest of the time that you're here. And it feels like you are building some sort of, I was going to say legendary, but legacy. You're building some sort of legendary legacy is what it feels like here. We've got the Ace of Cups. You're ready for love. You have completed a cycle and you are ready. The Ace of Pentacles is here and the Ace of Cups is here. You're ready to plant a new seed with someone or something because you already know what your purpose is, right? And you've given yourself the freedom here, right, of metamorphosis. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And look what came up next, happiness. Look, this is the deal. If you are in a life where you're unhappy and you're miserable and you're constantly calling other people down and blaming them, you're not on this path. You're not on the right path. If you're miserable, you're not on the right path. And so the happiness is here to tell you, it says here, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. If it's easier, if life is easier, you're going the right way. Just keep doing what you're doing. And if it's hard, it's time to turn around. I'm just saying. All right. It's time to know your purpose, my friend, before you get into too much regret. I'm going to go for now, and I'll go into the extended. Oh, the extended, right. So if you'd like to be in the extended with us, please look in the pinned comment. There is a link there for the membership area. If you'd like to join the membership area, we're coming to a membership threshold where we're going to do a live and give away a bunch of readings. So we're coming to that threshold, and if you want to join us there, that's going to be happening quite soon. And also, if you're interested in just purchasing, in the membership is where all the extendeds are for all of the signs. If you're interested in purchasing just this one extended, you can do that. There is a link in the pinned comment. And if you are interested in a private read, please know that I do pre-recorded readings. If you would like to do pre-recorded readings, 1, 3, 5 questions, whatever it is, and I think it's 1 and 3, and then I've got one for 3 months as well. If you'd like to do that, we could do that, or I am doing live calls. So right now, between 5 and 75% off my live calls, and if you would like to talk with me over the phone, then please check on my calendar, and you will know what times I'm available. You will simply get a discount just for booking ahead. I'm going to go for now into the extended, and if that's where you end up, I'll see you there, and if not, I'll be back, because I'm always back. Take care, Pisces. Bye-bye.